Welcome to the deep dive. We take your sources, pull out the really key insights, and basically give you a shortcut to being well informed.
Yep, cut through the noise.
Exactly. Today we're tackling a topic that has, well, huge potential power for your future. Building wealth in your 20s and 30s.
Crucial decades.
They really are. I mean, these aren't just any years. You could argue they're the most financially formative time. The decisions you make, even small ones, they can set your path for, like, decades.
Right, for better or for worse.
Okay, let's unpack this. Our mission today is pretty clear. We're digging into these sources you sent titled Avoid Financial Traps, Building Wealth in Your 20s and 30s.
Good stuff in there.
Yeah, we want to pinpoint those common money traps and the things that can really trip you up, and maybe more importantly, highlight where the big opportunities are to, get it right.
Get it right. That's exactly it.
Give you the clearest path.
And it's fascinating because the sources really lay it out, your 20s and 30s. They are absolutely the perfect time, the ideal window to build that strong financial foundation.
But
yeah, too many people, often without even realizing it, they sort of stumble into habits or make choices that don't just slow them down. They can genuinely haunt them.
yeah,
Financially speaking, for years.
haunt them. That's a strong word.
It sits, though. So our goal isn't just summarizing. We want to pull out the practical stuff, the actionable things, the why behind the advice, so you're equipped to actually avoid those traps. Build real wealth.
Okay, avoiding the haunting. Let's start with maybe the most obvious one, the one that feels really tempting sometimes, that expensive car.
Ah, yes. The shiny object.
Totally. Who hasn't felt that pull? You want something nice, something that maybe kind of screams, I've made it,
Status symbol.
But the sources, they don't pull punches. Straight up say, cars lose value fast.
They absolutely do. It's brutal, that depreciation.
And it's not just the sticker prices, it's all the other stuff, that constant drip, drip, drip of costs.
Right. People forget that part.
You've got the big monthly payment, okay.
Yeah.
Then higher insurance, usually, gas, obviously, and maintenance. It just keeps adding up, like a leak in your wallet.
It is a leak.
Right.
And that depreciation we mentioned, that's not trivial. It's a silent wealth killer. Think about it. You buy a new car, say $30,000. The second you drive it off the lot, bang, the value plummets. Maybe 20, even 30% in the first year alone.
Wow, that's thousands gone.
Thousands just gone. Poof. Money that could have been working for you, earning something, instead of just evaporating. It's like transferring wealth to thin air.
Right.
And the sources connect this really smartly to a wider, maybe more, insidious social thing.
Yeah, that's where it got really interesting for me. Because it's not just the car, is it?
No.
The sources specifically mention people in their 20s and 30s feeling this pressure to look rich on social media.
Oh, yeah. That's huge now.
We've all seen it, right? You
Yeah.
scroll your feed, these amazing vacations, designer stuff, always eating out, this perfectly curated, lifestyle.
The highlight reel.
It's so easy to get sucked into comparing, feeling like you have to keep up, or even, one-up people in that digital world.
Exactly. And what the sources hammer home is you're only seeing the highlight reel.
Yeah.
You're almost never seeing, quote, the debt people are going into to make these things happen.
Right. The behind-the-scenes reality.
It's often a performance. They look great online, but they might be racking up credit card debt, taking loans for experiences, making choices that are actually actively hurting their finances.
That's a scary thought.
It is. And the sources give this really powerful counter idea. Wealth is built in silence. Such good advice. And they say, let your bank account grow instead of your follower count on social media, which I think leads to a big question for you, the listener.
Yeah.
Are you chasing that perceived wealth, the illusion? Or are you quietly, patiently building actual wealth? Huge difference, absolutely critical.
That is a huge distinction and a tough one, honestly, when that social pressure is just constant. So, okay, if looking rich is the illusion to avoid, what's the reality we should be building? The sources are super clear. Real wealth building, it starts with understanding investing and doing it early.
Early is key.
And the main reason, the magic behind it, compound interest.
Compound interest. Sometimes called the eighth wonder of the world, right?
Right.
And for good reason, for anyone not familiar, it's basically earning returns on your returns. Your initial money makes money, and then that money starts making money too. It snowballs.
A snowball effect, yeah.
And the sources nail it. The sooner you invest, the more time your money has to grow. which just makes your 20s and 30s this incredible, irreplaceable window to get that foundation set.
It really is like a hidden superpower. I mean, just to make it concrete for a
Yeah,
second.
good idea.
Imagine you start investing, say, just $100 a month. You start at 25, do it consistently. You get maybe an average 7% return per year.
Okay. Standard market average-ish.
By the time you're 65, that could grow to well over $200,000.
Wow. From just $100 a month.
Yeah. You'd only have put in about $48,000 yourself. Compound interest does the rest, adds over $150,000 in growth.
That's the power of time. That's amazing.
It really is. But, and here's the connection, your ability to do that, to invest, often hinges on managing your, day-to-day costs.
Yeah.
Like housing, how does that fit in? What do the sources say?
That's a really sharp question. Critical link. The sources are clear. Investing needs fuel. It needs capital.
Right, money to invest.
And for a lot of people in their 20s and 30s, a massive drain on that potential capital, housing. They point out that, quote, too many people live in luxury apartments they cannot actually afford.
Yeah, rent is high.
It's not just about spending too much, though. It's the opportunity cost. That's the killer. Choosing that fancy apartment, it literally robs them from being able to invest instead, which will make them money.
So every extra dollar on rent is a dollar not compounding?
Exactly. A dollar not put into that growth machine you just described. You're basically choosing today's fancy apartment over tomorrow's financial freedom. Instant gratification versus the long game.
That really brings it home. Living costs directly hitting investment potential.
Okay, so beyond avoiding flashy stuff and living smart, there are these other kind of sneaky debt traps.
Always lurking.
Let's hit a couple of big ones. First up, buy now, pay later, BNPL. They sound so convenient, don't they?
Oh, the marketing is brilliant. Get it now, pay small amounts later.
Seems like a win. But the sources, pretty blunt warning, it's a trap.
A trap. Yep. And here's why it's so insidious. That appeal of breaking up the payment. It often makes people spend more than they planned.
Ah, okay. Lower barrier to entry.
Right. You think, oh, it's only $20 every 2 weeks, so you buy stuff you wouldn't have if you had to pay the full $80 up front.
Makes sense.
But those little payments, they keep you broke longer. And often with fees or late charges or just the sheer volume of things you bought, you end up paying way more than the original price. So it creates this cycle of little debts constantly nipping at your heels.
Exactly. Always chipping away at your cash. Instead of that, the advice is simple, really.
Yeah.
Save up, pay in full, and keep your money working for you instead of the lender. Take back control.
Save, pay in full. Old school, but effective. Okay, sticking with debt. Another huge one for this age group, student loans.
Yeah, massive burden for many.
What's the caution there from the sources?
Well, they offer a really direct, really crucial piece of advice. Not all degrees are worth 6 figures of debt.
Ooh, that's pointed.
It is. And it's not about knocking education at all. It's about looking at it like an investment. What's the potential return?
ROI on your degree.
Exactly. You need to be strategic, eyes wide open before taking on huge debt. A degree in a field where jobs are plentiful and salaries are high might pay for itself quickly, but the same amount of debt for a field with fewer jobs or much lower pay, that can be absolutely crushing for years. It affects everything, saving, buying a house, everything.
So what's the proactive advice then?
Keep looking for alternatives. Continue to look for scholarships, grants, and work opportunities to minimize borrowing as much as possible. Do your homework before you sign those loan papers. Understand the financial reality of the path you're choosing.
Treat it like a major investment decision, basically. Do the due diligence. Okay.
Precisely.
And finally, let's talk about this last trap. It's always around, always tempting people, especially when things feel tight or you just want to get ahead faster. Get-rich-quick schemes.
Oh, the siren song of easy money.
Totally. Instant fortunes, no effort. What do the sources say? Probably what we expect.
Pretty much exactly what you'd expect, and it's timeless wisdom.
Right.
If it sounds too good to be true, it is, period.
Right. No shortcuts.
These things prey on impatience, maybe desperation, they promise the moon. But real wealth, it's almost never built overnight. It's not about luck or some secret trick. It's a process, a discipline.
Okay, so if quick fixes are out and we avoid the fancy cars, the social media pressure, the debt traps, what does real wealth building look like? According to these sources, especially for someone in their 20s or 30s, how does it all tie together?
Yeah, if we connect all these dots, pull it all together, the big message from these sources is super consistent. True wealth comes from consistent investing, smart financial decisions, and time. It's that simple, And that hard.
So the slow and steady approach.
Exactly. It's embracing the unsexy power of discipline. Consistent investing means automating it, sticking with it, even when the market gets scary.
Right. Don't panic sell.
Smart financial decisions means living below your means,
Yeah.
dodging that unnecessary debt, choosing things that grow in value over things that just disappear.
Assets over liabilities.
Yep. And time. That's the one you can't cheat. It's what lets compound interest do its amazing work. The core principle from all this is powerful. Build now, enjoy later.
Build now, enjoy later.
It's a philosophy, right? Delaying some gratification today for a much, much richer and more secure future.
So what this really means for you, listening right now, it's about a fundamental mindset shift, isn't it?
Absolutely.
To really build wealth in these crucial decades, you have to consciously reject that pull of instant gratification, tune out some of that external noise about looking wealthy,
Filter it out.
and instead just embrace the quiet, steady, but incredibly powerful impact of smart, long-term choices. It's like prioritizing your future self starting today. So just to quickly wrap up this deep dive, based on your sources, we've really hit on needing to resist that urge to look rich.
Yes. Focus on being secure, not looking flashy.
Understanding and really using the power of investing early and consistently.
Harnessing compound interest.
Making those smart, sometimes tough living choices.
Especially around housing and big purchases.
And just recognizing how dangerous those debt tracks like BNPL or even unmanaged student loans and those get-rich-quick promises can be.
Sidestep the traps.
Yeah. Your 20s and 30s, they are absolutely your prime time for building wealth. The choices you make now, they echo for decades.
They really do. And maybe a final thought to leave you with. As you think about your own finances, consider this. Are your current habits truly lining up with that build now, enjoy later idea we talked about?
Good question.
Or is there maybe one small, quiet shift you could make starting today?
Yeah.
Maybe it's looking again at a subscription. Maybe it's automating just a tiny investment each month. Something your future self will look back on and be incredibly thankful for. Because often, it's those seemingly small, consistent, quiet decisions made deliberately that end up having the biggest long-term impact on where you end up financially.